What's up, everybody, and a very good morning from on board one of my favorite airlines, as much as the world may disagree with that. Today's journey takes us from the country's capital in Delhi, from Indira Gandhi International Airport, 1 hour and 43 minutes over to Pune's Lohegao International Airport. Now, Pune Airport is located in the northeastern corner of Pune in the suburb of Lohegao. This is the only airport in the metropolitan area of Pune, and it's also a defense airport, which means there's military and civilian operations from here. Now, many of you from outside India must be wondering, what in the hell is a Pune? Well, it's a city in Maharashtra about as big as San Jose and as populated as LA. And in comparison, here's Mumbai over here and Pune over here, just to give you an idea of where it's located. Eventually, we'll make our way over to my hometown, but first we begin our journey right back where it started, at Delhi's Terminal 3. Given that it was the odd hour of 2 or 3 something am, I decided to go straight to the lounge for some food. This isn't a normal part of the experience, and I had access because of my Star Alliance Gold status, so we won't spend too much time here. But while we are here, let's have a look at the lounge itself real quick. This lounge has many serviceable features such as constant loud banging and a decent variety of buffet options such as warm air, hot water, even hotter water, and even hotter water. After having adequately filled myself from all the amazing food that I had eaten in the lounge, it was off to our departure gate. I arrived at the gate just in time for boarding, and while we are boarding, let me tell you a little bit about Air India. Air India and I have a rather interesting relationship. They're like that one friend that nobody else really likes, but they still always hold a special place in your heart. Nobody else around me really seems to like them, but I'll continue to support them as I always have. Nationalized nearly 70 years ago as of the time of this video, Air India is set to become privatized again as of March 2023. And with the Vistara merger coming and Singapore taking a 25% stake in the airline, there's a lot of good things coming for Air India. So all I can say is, if you weren't with us during our nationalization era, you can't be with us when we're privatized. I don't know why I'm talking as if I work for the airline. One area where Air India completely knocks it out of the park is legroom. With 33 inches of pitch, that's more than what Singapore, Emirates, Qatar, and even United offer on their long-haul planes.
Our flight today is expected to be 1 hour and 45 minutes. Government of India regulations do not permit smoking or the use of e-cigarettes and the consumption of alcohol on board this aircraft. Please note that smoke detectors are installed in all lavatories. Mobile phones and other small handheld electronic devices, including e-readers, may be used in flight mode. However, for your safety and the safety of those around you, use of large electronic equipment such as laptops during the takeoff and landing is not permitted. As overhead bin space is limited, you are requested to kindly place only one item in the overhead bin. Smaller items should be placed under the seat in front of you. Thank you.
The only other notable thing besides the food on board today was the cabin temperature. It was very warm, and thankfully I was wearing light clothes, but other people around me were dressed much more heavily and they were starting to sweat. Air India had two meal choices on board today, which were simply vegetarian and non vegetarian. And while I did choose the non vegetarian option by impulse, it may have been a mistake in the end. The meal consisted of a main of omelette, mushroom, and chicken, a croissant, some mango yogurt, and some butter and ketchup to go with the bread. The mango yogurt was good but very sweet. I only had a few bites of it because it had a lot of added sugar. As for the main, the mushrooms were quite tasty and probably the only good part of the meal. The eggs and the chicken were both tasteless and a little bit on the drier side, but that's okay just because it was airplane heated. The chicken on first glance did look pinker on the inside, but I promise you it was well cooked. I'm well and alive here 5 months later telling the story. Honestly, this was probably one of the more blander meals I've had on Air India, but that speaks to the airline as a whole, how it's consistently good in terms of food, at least in my opinion. Given that a full hot meal is coming your way on pretty much any flight above 1 hour and 20 minutes or an hour and a half, something in the middle, it's pretty much never a reason to complain, and I'm always thankful for Air India doing that. Warm cabin aside, from the really good seat pitch to the really good food and the warm hospitality of the cabin crew, it's always a good reason to choose to fly Air India. And add to the fact that the airline is officially becoming privatized, there's only better things coming from here.
May have moved during the flight. You may now use your mobile phone. On behalf of Captain Mohit Gerotra and the crew of this flight, we would like to